And that clip is technically the last bit of animation we ever got from Astartes. Because in today's video, I want to explore something that I asked 2 years ago, 2 whole years ago, when Warhammer Plus put out this big trailer for what's coming in Warhammer Plus, and there was no mention of Astartes on there, and there was a lot of kickback from it. Like, where is Astartes? GW went in and basically partnered with the Astartes guy, and we're still here now, 2 years later, and I'm asking the same thing. What the hell is going on, Games Workshop? Why is there no mention of this? Why is there no teasing of this? Like, what has happened to the Astartes project? Now, my intention of this video is not to be a drama llama farmer. I just want to ask a legitimate question. I want to put it out there and try and get answers of what's happened to this project. For me, when I watched Astartes, when we broke it all down and we talked about it, I saw this animation, this project, as one of the greatest things to ever happen to this franchise. And of course, it was fan-made at that time, but what it brought in, it brought in so much. Like, it was the talk of the town. I personally see it still as one of the greatest fan-made animation ever. Like, across Star Wars, across Lord of the Rings, anything like that, any other project, I always put Astartes at the top. Maybe I'm a bit biased, of course, because I'm a Space Marine fan, but for me, it was that good. And then one day, it just completely vanished, and we had hope that it was going to return, and for the past, 2-4 years now, it's just been absolute radio silence from Games Workshop. For those people who are not really aware what went on with the project, there was a chap called Samaya, hopefully I'm saying his name right, I always butcher his name, I'm sorry brother if you're watching this video, and he made Astartes. It was an unofficial Games Workshop project, and when I say unofficial, he did it on his own. He did the music, the animation and stuff like that. I think he had a small little team, but it was like his project, right? And it became massively successful. Everyone loved it. It was different parts and stuff like that. And once the first part's all finished, where we got like this epic showdown of some like Xenos tech and stuff like that, he announced that he was going to do like the next season, season 2, and that was the little trailer that we saw from season 2 at the start of this video. But in that time, Warhammer Plus was announced, and then GW went on a crusade to either like kill fan animations, because at this time there was fan animations everywhere. Like, you either join us, or basically we're going to send a cease and desist, and you have to stop this, which I massively disagreed with, because I thought it brought more people in. Like, there was so many people in the comment section of the Astartes videos like, what is a Space Marine? What is it? This is the first time I'm seeing it. This is amazing. There was people in the comments explaining what Space Marines are. I was in there telling them all about Primarchs and how Dawn's the best and stuff like that. It was a great time, right? I personally saw it as one of the best marketing things for Games Workshop, and they did have to pay like a dollar to it, but you know, it is what it is, and they came in and they closed it down, which again, I massively disagreed with. I did a video at the time saying, you know, this is a stupid decision, etc, etc. But Samir then partnered with Games Workshop and was like, okay, then at least we're still going to get Astartes in some format. Yeah, I'm sure the story's going to change because it's with GW now, but we are going to get more Astartes. And I think that was 3-4 years ago now, going 3 to 4 years ago now. And like I said before, there's been absolute radio silence from Games Workshop. They actually did mention that they were still working on it a couple of years ago in a random Facebook post. And, you know, these community posters and stuff like that, sometimes they just say really anything to appease people. I find sometimes when someone says, hey, when are we going to get new Blood Angels? Like, I don't know, maybe in the future, look forward to it. It's like one of those type of responses. But officially, like, it's... I think at this stage, we should have had at least maybe some more concept art, maybe just like one GW article talking about it. Like, this thing rocked the internet. And the funny thing is, right, and I say this all the time, they took it off YouTube, right? Completely just took it off YouTube. The only versions you can find now on YouTube is it re-uploaded onto fan channels and stuff like that. But if you go over to the Warhammer community website, right, and go to their media section, you can actually watch it in 4K fully for free. All the parts and stuff like that. And it still, to this day, makes me scratch my head why they haven't re-uploaded it on Facebook in 4K on their own YouTube channel. They've already done it on their own website, so why not YouTube? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comment section can answer me that one, because for me, I think it's a perfect marketing opportunity to put it back on YouTube to get all these discussions that we were getting and getting all the hype about it and stuff like that. Again, right, let's move on for that, because that's not the point of this video. But the thing is, we haven't heard sight of sound of Astartes, and I think it's an absolute tragedy. To be fair, we all like it. Maybe that's a bit of a strong word for this video. It's a sad thing that something that was so well renowned, so amazing, that got all the fans talking and brought new fans into the hobby, completely vanished. Games Workshop promised us that it was going to continue, and we haven't had it. The only thing I see, like the light at the end of the tunnel, and this is me, like, you know, high on copium at this moment in time, is that maybe, just maybe, that this is going to be going to Amazon and the Amazon deal and stuff like that. But again, that's a whole different kettle of fish when it comes to that, because of course we're still talking about the Amazon deal. Nothing's really been put to paper yet. We're still waiting to see what happens with Henry and that deal with Games Workshop and stuff like that. Hopefully by the end of this year we'll have that information. And again, just because Henry may be doing a project doesn't mean that the Astartes project's got to go over it. So who the hell bloody knows? I will say this though, like, I know a lot of people say he went and worked for himself, Samir and stuff like that, which hopefully, you know, maybe he did get like a better job in the industry. You know, props to him, he deserves it. He's an amazing animator. I know he has worked on different 40k animation projects. For those people who played Chaos Gate and stuff like that, the cinematic for that with the Grey Knights and stuff, that was him. Like, I know he actually he was a part of that animation, so maybe he is doing like other CGI elements around 40k, and maybe like Astartes has been put on the shelf. I would really just like an update of Games Workshop. Like, I'm not going to go pester Sammy or anything like that. To me personally, he's probably signed an NDA. He can't even talk about it anyway, right? But Games Workshop, you took this massive fan animation, and I think it's right now that, you know, you give us an update. Like, it's been, again, 3 to 4 years. Like, I think we've waited enough. You know, you've like, we've sat here and had our patience, and I think it's time that we're rewarded. Or just, you know, just come out and say, no, do you know what? We're no longer doing it. Like, just put us out of our misery, because, well, I'm not going to say every day I wake up, but, you know, all the time I'm thinking back to Astartes, like, okay, hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll get an announcement soon. Hopefully we'll get the next bit. Something's got to happen with it. Just give us something. Make us hype. Make us happy. That's all we bloody want. Anyway, that's me done for the day. Sorry, this is a bit of a random video. I just want to talk about it. It come across my timeline seeing that animation at the start, and I was like, do you know what? What the hell's going on, Games Workshop? Please give me something. Games Workshop, give it to me. Please. I need something. Just give me an article. Give me something to be happy about, to talk about, to buzz about. I just don't understand it. You've got it right there. Give us something. See you in a bit. Have a good one, and bye-bye.